Tobogganing. I guess I hadn't mentioned the fact that first year we wanted to get out and enjoy the mountains, so we bought a toboggan. We'd go up and we found a hill where lots of people sledded tobogganing right near right above the Carucci's place and just up the street a little bit from the Holmes place, two of our church families. Of course, didn't know it then. They were our evergreen church families. Well, we had the toboggan. Now we're in the new location, and within, quarter of a mile probably, big old mountainside, big meadow, nice slope, down at the bottom, a kind of a bank. I don't know whether it did put there man-made or if nature had done it when it had lots of water run. Not a lot of rocks on the bank, pretty safe place to end up. We'd tobogganed there quite a bit already. Wayne and him, Norman, Mike were up from Pueblo, so we have a nice lunch, go over to toboggan. We took turns. There'd be a couple of adults, 2 or 3 kids, make a run, bring it back up, the next group would do it. Us old folks took a lot longer to get back up that hill than it took the kids. Well, pretty soon the kids all wanted to go, just the kids. Well, Roy was high school. He, he knew what he was doing with that toboggan, so it never occurred to me, I guess anybody else, to worry about all the kids being on there at one time. So here we are, the 4 adults up at the top of the hill. They load on, little skinny bodies, all 6 of them on there. No problem on fit. There's a pull toboggan, but no real problem. They're all hugged over, all aligned. Off they go. Everything's going fine, and we're laughing and talking and just visiting and enjoying seeing the kids have a good time. And my gosh, 2/3 of the way down, they all go off with the toboggan. Well, almost all. Whoever was behind Rhonda, I guess, had not had any instruction from any of us adults or from the steersman, Roy, that if we bail out, be sure you take the baby with you. So here's everybody off and tumbling around in the snow, and there goes the toboggan, and on it is one tiny, straight, sitting little girl, just like she knew what she was doing, nothing to it. Man, we were terrified, horrified, and helpless. Not a thing you can do, but we did the only thing that your natural fear and reaction will cause you to do. We started running downhill towards where the toboggan was going, and it wasn't going where we'd go down and hit the bank. It was headed over where we just cross the road, miss the bridge, and go into the creek. Oh, no. Well, of course, Roy, as soon as he scrambled up and saw, oh my God, my little sister's still on there, he was chasing the toboggan, and he was way down there from where we were. So we're running and scared to death because we see the toboggan hit the ditch, pop up, she's still on it, goes across the road, she's still on it, disappears, she's still on it, but disappears into the creek. Well, I certainly had no idea whether the creek was wet or dry. Turns out it was dry. By the time we got down to about where the accident happened, Roy had her in his arms. He had run up across the road and gone down into the other side, down into the creek out of sight, popped back up, had her in his arms. She's crying like crazy, and he says, she's okay, she's okay. And she really was. A couple of scratches. Whew. Turns out that there was brush that accumulated there where the water had flowed and backed up against that culvert, and the toboggan and the little girl had landed on that, and other than a few scratches, she wasn't hurt. But the funniest thing is, I don't remember ever going tobogganing again, and I don't know what happened to the toboggan. Scared us witless. And of course, it wasn't the kids' fault. My fault, parents' fault. We had no business letting all those kids go, or if we're going to let them go, don't send a baby with them. And if you're going to, get a lot of orientation as to what happens if. Oh, well, you live and learn, and usually In life, it's a little bit too late to learn.